Okay.
Okay, we are live. Right, guys, we are about to begin. Okay, so I'll just begin with a brief introduction.
Yes, Gautam, you can start.
A warm good evening to all those who have joined us for today's quiz show. This event is being organized by Shasthra Snehi in association with Amateur Astronomers Organization, Kerala. I am Gautam Krishna, Senior Board Member of Shasthra Snehi. Here on behalf of the entire team, extend my hearty welcome to all those who have taken their time out to join with us for the event today. I would like to take a minute from you to briefly introduce each of the organizations. Shastra Snehi is a non-governmental organization focusing on the scientific empowerment of the society. We try our best to provide knowledge on the advancement taking place in different disciplines under science to the general public in a simple, attractive, and legible way. Our collaborators, AASTRO Kerala, is an independent, non-profit scientific and educational organization devoted to popularize astronomy, space science, and allied science subjects. Moving on to our event for today, which eventually becomes the concluding event of the Science Week. It's my privilege and honor to welcome the eminent science writer, orator, and our quizmaster for the day, Dr. Vaisakhan Thampi, Assistant Professor, MG College, Thiruvananthapuram. I also take this opportunity to extend my hearty welcome to the finalist, Alok Pilaseri, currently pursuing his postgraduate degree from the University of Hyderabad, Shruti KS, a postgraduate student from the Maharajas College, Ernakulam, Vishnu Sridhar, undergraduate student from Vidya Mandir in Pre University College, Bangalore, Jinsi Thomas, faculty of PKGM Government College, Perabra, Aditya Deshmukh, a UG student from Savitribai Phule, Pune University, and Aditya Krishnan, a UG, Aditya Krishnan P, a UG student from Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science, Kolkata, to the quiz show. This live quiz consists of 4 rounds. Round 1 will be a buzzer round. The second round will be an odd one out round, followed by the third round, which is the category round, wherein you will get to see 8 different categories, namely material science, plant biotechnology, nuclear reactors and nuclear energy, genetics, communication technology, paleontology and evolution, rockets, and all about numbers. The participants can choose any category of his or her choice out of the 8 categories. The round 4 will be a hint round, wherein the participants will have to guess the answers based on the hints provided. The participants will be given a maximum of 5 hints that will lead to the answer. The participants get the maximum score if he answers the first hint provided. If he answers to the first hint provided, the winner of each round will receive a prize money of rupees 500. And I will skip that part for the time being. At this moment, I would also like to mention that we would be declaring the winners of the other competition held as part of the Science Week towards the end of the event. So stay tuned, guys. And now it's time for the commencement of our most awaited quiz show. I can see that all the participants are ready and geared up to give their best. So wishing the participants all the very best, I would like to hand over the platform with utmost respect to our quiz master, Dr. Vaisakhan Thampi, for starting the quiz. So over to you, sir.
Yes. Now, I think I'm audible again. I'll share my presentation where the presentation will be guiding us through the questions. Okay. Is the presentation visible to you? Can somebody confirm whether the shared presentation is coming or not?
Yes, it's
Yes.
visible.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and the participants, please confirm that you are all available with the buzzer. Okay, I can see all of you here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the first question now. Taking the average time they close to each other, which is the closest planet to Uranus? We all know that the planets are all going around Sun, so the relative distance between these planets always vary. So if you going on to take the average time they spend close together, which is the closest planet to Uranus? Aditya Krishna has pressed the buzzer. Aditya Krishna, can you answer the question?
Saturn. Hello. Hello.
1 second. Was there a network issue? Sir?
Hello, Aditya Krishna. Yeah, I think my power just came back.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
there was
Yes.
a reconnection meanwhile.
Yes, no
Aditya
worries.
Krishna, could you answer the question?
Is it Saturn?
I didn't hear you. Aditya Krishna, is it just my end
Is
or?
it Saturn? Am I audible?
No, it's a, yeah, I heard you. It's not Saturn. So, Jinsey Thomas, can you please answer that?
It's Neptune. Sir, Neptune.
The question, yeah, no, it's not Neptune. I will answer the question myself, since we are not passing the question to more participants than 2. So the answer is actually Mercury. It may seem a little bit counterintuitive. The question is, Mercury is having a very short orbit. So most of the time it is compared to other planets, most of the time it has a stable position. So that compared to the other planets which are moving around Sun, this Neptune has, Mercury has a stable position, so that it is almost always the closest planet to any other planet in the solar system. It may seem a little bit counterintuitive, but it is a fact if you consider. That's why the question was asked explicitly in the way that, considering the average time they come close to each other, which is the closest planet to Uranus, it is Mercury. And if you take any planet other than Uranus, Mercury is the same planet which spends most of the time on average nearer to the planet in question. So I think it's a very funny beginning. The quizmaster scores the first question. Let's move on to the second question now.
Sir, there is an issue with the buzzer. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, I will reset the buzzer for the next question.
So
Are you still there? I'll read. Pardon?
Is it the same code?
Yeah, the same place. I will reset it.
So it's showing that the room doesn't exist.
Yeah, I think I'm unable to reset the questions also. Let me see that. The buzzers are not reset. Shall I say reset the room again, or maybe
If there's any
wrong with the.
if there's any problem with the buzzer room, then what we can do is you can call for the person first to unmute their mic. That's also fine.
Okay, maybe sometimes the sites are unreliable. So shall we move on to the way that person who unmutes first gets to answer the question first? Is everyone okay with that? We need to find that one first.
So I would feel that the buzzer makes more sense. Otherwise, there would be too many people shouting out answer at the same time.
Okay, we'll try one more time. I will create one more room. This might be the we'll just last try once again whether this works fine or not. Let's see. Yeah, I have shared that new room again. Can you please join? Did Miss Jinsey Thomas leave this room? She's not visible on my Teams. Yeah, she has joined. I think she's there. Okay, now all are here. We'll go to the second question. There was a time when people used to believe that everything moves around sun, our own Earth. We are the center of the universe. But there were voices or geniuses, thinkers who believed that it is a wrong idea and it's in fact the sun that is at the center and Earth is moving around the sun. We call that model of the universe as the heliocentric model. So the question here is, who was the first person to present on record to present a heliocentric model of the universe? Aditya Krishna has pressed the buzzer. Aditya Krishna, can you please answer the question?
Nicholas Copernicus.
I'm afraid that's not the right answer. I will move on to the second person. Alok. Alok, can you give the answer?
Sir, Aryabhatta.
No. Aryabhatta was not the one to do that. In fact, the first person on record, on history, on documented history, who proposed a heliocentric universe was Aristarchus, who lived in a Greek place called Samos. It was somewhere around 17 centuries before Copernicus. Okay, so but it was not widely accepted. It was not as rigorous as the heliocentric model of Copernicus. But if you look at the written history, Aristarchus of Samos was the first person to bring up a heliocentric model of the universe. Okay, now the buzzer is reset again. Now we can move on to the next question. Question number 3, which will be, you will see a picture on the screen, which is a very significant one, and you need to identify and what makes this image a significant one. Vishnu Shritar has pressed the buzzer. Vishnu, can you answer the question?
Earth and Mars in the same photo?
I'm afraid that's wrong. That's the wrong answer. Alok?
Is it the first photo that taken outside the Earth and Moon, include one picture?
Can you be more specific?
It is the first photo that taken outside the Earth and Moon in one. First photo of Earth and Moon in one picture taken outside the Earth from a satellite.
Can you name the satellite? When did we when did we develop the capability to photograph Earth and Moon together in a single frame?
I don't actually know the names.
It's a past question, so I wanted you to be a bit more rigorous in that side. Okay, I think Alok can be given partial score for this.
Could I guess?
It is actually the first. Pardon?
Could I guess the name of the satellite?
It's Voyager 1. It's the Voyager 1. It's not. It's not a satellite. It cannot. It's technically. It's not. It was a flyby mission. It was not a satellite. For something to be called satellite, it should orbit another object. Voyager was not designed to orbit any planet. Voyager was just a flyby mission. It just flight past the outer planets in the solar system. So Alok can be given. Okay, scorer. What do you think? How much point can be given to Alok for this partial answer?
So I hope we can give the half of the mark of this question. The team has
half of the marks can. Okay, please note that the half of the mark for this question will be given to Alok. Now we move on to the next question. I've reset the buzzers. Name of this plant is dwarf willow. You are seeing the image of a plant. Its name is dwarf willow. What is its specialty? What is the specialty of this plant called dwarf willow?
So I can't see the questions. I can only see your face is the main thing.
You're not seeing that?
Vishnu, is that
Is
Vishnu?
that
Vishnu, can you pin the window which he is sharing? There is an option for you to pin the screen. What about now?
Yeah, it's now.
Yep. Aditya Krishna has pressed the buzzer. Aditya, can you answer? Aditya, can you answer the question?
It can withstand extreme cold environments like that of an Arctic. Is that?
There are a lot of plant species out there which can withstand extreme cold. You have any other more specific details of dwarf willow?
No, sir.
Okay. Alok, do you have anything to add?
Sir, is it the plant that went to space for the first time outside of the Earth atmosphere?
No. The specialty of dwarf willow is that it's a very small tree. It's a very small tree, maybe around 5 centimeters in height. The thing is, it is seen in the Arctic regions on the southern, on the northern parts of shores of Atlantic. But it's a tree, meaning that it has a central. It has a specific features of a tree, but it is not. It is not typically of the size of a typical tree that the image of a tree that we carry in our mind is that of a very large plant. But this is a very small plant here, and it is, in fact, we have a forest of such trees up there. The thing is, a forest that you can crush under your feet. So that's the specialty of dwarf willow. Okay, we will move on to the next question. I have reset the buzzers. On August 15th of 1977, a scientist, Jerry Ehrman, he discovered a signal that was 30 times the strength of the usual background radio signals. Ehrman was perplexed and he wrote down something which later on became the name of the signal itself. What did he write? Alok has pressed the buzzer. Alok, can you answer that?
So, cosmic microwave background, CMB radiations.
No, that's not the right answer. Aditya Deshmukh, can you answer this question?
Is it the wow signal?
Yeah, it is the wow signal. This is something of a surprise, and Ehrman did not expect anything of this kind, and he was surprised. And on that mood, on that shock, he wrote "wow" near this printout of the signal, and that signal later went on to be known as the wow signal. W-O-W, wow signal. Okay, I have reset the buzzers. We'll move on to the next question, question number 6. This was the first ever record to contain extracts from 55 different languages along with distinct sounds from nature and many more. The catch was it was not meant to be received by anybody on Earth. What was it? Alok has pressed the buzzer. Alok, can you answer the question?
The golden recording Voyager.
Yeah, the golden record in Voyager, that's the right answer. Alok scores this right. Move on to the next question. I have reset the buzzers. There are certain positions in space where gravitational pull between two celestial bodies, like Sun and Earth, precisely equals the centripetal force required for a small object to move with them. they can be used in space missions to reduce fuel consumptions. What are they? There are certain positions in space where the gravitational pull felt by the celestial bodies will be minimal or close to zero because of the balance between the gravitational attraction of multiple bodies and the centrifugal force required to orbit them. So what are those positions called? Alok has pressed the buzzer. Alok, can you name those positions?
Lagrange points.
Yeah, Lagrange points, that's the right answer. Alok has scored this question. Lagrange points was the right answer. Next question. Which bird lays the smallest egg relative to the size of an adult bird? The bird. Shruti has pressed the buzzer. Shruti, can you answer the question?
Hummingbird.
You said hummingbird, right? Shruti, you are not audible properly. I felt you said hummingbird. Is it?
Yes.
No, it's not the right answer. Jinsi?
Okay, sir, I think it is hummingbird, but no other answer for me.
Answer the question myself. It is ostrich. We all know ostrich as the bird which lays the largest of all eggs. But the catch is that ostrich is a very gigantic bird, and compared to the size of the bird, the egg being laid by ostrich is very small. That is why the question is phrased as which bird lays the smallest egg relative to the size of an adult bird. So just because it lays the largest egg, it doesn't make qualify to be in the body proportion, because it has the advantage of being the largest bird. Okay, so I'll reset the buzzer and move on to the next question. The following is an inspirational quote by a famous scientific figure. Who is it? You need to name the person. Nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Nothing in life is to be feared, it needs to be understood. Aditya Deshmukh has pressed the buzzer. Aditya, can you please answer the question?
Albert Einstein.
No. Second person to buzz was Vishnu Sridhar.
Nikola Tesla?
No, I'm afraid neither of them made this statement. This statement was made by Marie Curie. It's whenever we quote a scientist, it's a natural tendency to feel that it is Einstein because so many quotes have been attributed to him. Okay, it is not Einstein. Anyway, I will reset the buzzer and move on to the next question. This might be the last question of this round. Which famous botanist of India is well known for the invention of crescograph? Alok has pressed the buzzer. Alok?
Jagadish Chandra Bose.
Jagadish Chandra Bose. Can you say what this crescograph is? What is it used for?
It is used to record the growth of plants. It is a machine proved that a plant also has life.
Yes, exactly. So this was the last question for the first round, the buzzer round, and I think we are ready to move to the next round. Okay, is everyone ready to say goodbye to this round? Round 2 is the odd one out round. Okay, so there won't be buzzers involved. You can divert your full attention to the screen. So this will be direct questions. We will move from, okay, what is the order I should follow? I will just write down your numbers and names, and because the order of your names makes a difference. So the first person, Aditya Deshmukh.
So
I think the order in which it is listed. Yes, sure. Is there any order we can follow, Gautam?
Oh, no. It's just related to the quiz. If none of the participants are able to answer the question, you can always ask for the audience who are present in the teams to raise their hands. So we could also ask them.
Okay, so you'll be monitoring the raised hands, right?
Yes, of course. Once you instruct the audience After that, I will
sure.
look for the raised hands.
Oh, okay. And one more thing, can you read down the names so that we need some order in which the questions are to be directed to the participants. So that the next round, the round 3 will be in the reverse order.
All right. So you can write Aditya Krishnan P.
Aditya Krishnan, yes. The first one. Second person is
Aditya Deshmukh.
Yes.
Then we can go for Alok Pillaseri. So Alok.
Yes. Alok.
Then Jinsi Thomas.
Yes. Jinsi.
Then Shruti KS.
Shruti.
And then finally
Vishnu, right?
Yep.
Yes. So
we could go with that.
Okay. So round 2, the questions will be moving from Aditya Krishnan to Vishnu, the order. Okay. So there won't be no passing of questions between the participants. If the question is not addressed properly by the participant being asked, we will pass to the audience. Okay. Round 2, the odd one out. So there are 5 names on screen. I hope you are seeing that. You need to pick up Aditya Krishnan. Please be careful. There are 5 names on your screen. You need to pick up the person who is not fit in among those 5. Paul Dirac, B. Erwin Schrödinger, Enrico Fermi, Werner Heisenberg, and Francis Crick.
It's E. Francis Crick.
Why? You need to justify your choice.
Because yeah, the all others are physicists and they basically contributed to quantum mechanics in particular, whereas Crick helped in modeling the DNA structure, double helical structure.
Yes, that's a very good answer. Among the group, the Dirac, Schrödinger, Fermi, and Werner Heisenberg were physicists, while Francis Crick is more associated with the Nobel-winning discovery of the double helical structure of DNA, which is more of biology. So Francis Crick is the right choice here. Okay, now we will move on to Aditya Deshmukh's question. There are 5 names: Sirius, Canopus, Vega, Ceres, and Bellatrix. Which of them do not fit? Aditya Deshmukh, please, this is your question.
Option is D, Ceres.
Justify your answer, please.
Because all the other 4 are names of stars and Ceres is a dwarf planet.
Yeah, very good answer. That's a very good answer. All others are names of stars, where Ceres is a dwarf planet. So that's the right answer. Now is the question for Alok. Navik, IRS, Explorer, Astrosat, and Cartosat. Which one of them do not fit in the lid?
So I think is Astrosat, option D. Because all other are related to position mapping, etc.
But the thing is, that may not be a satisfactory answer. So we will move that question to the audience. Is there anyone among the audience capable of giving a better justification? Gautam, is there any raised hands there?
No one yet. If anyone in the audience can answer this question, please feel free to raise their hands. No, I guess not.
Okay, though it won't be considered for scores. Anyone among the participants? Is there anyone among the participants who would like to contribute? It will not be considered for your scores.
Explorer, sir. All others
why? Can you justify?
Others are Indian satellites. Explorer.
Yes. That's the right answer. All others are Indian missions, while Explorer was a US mission. So that's the right answer. So I know this is not considered for score. Anyway, congratulations for the right answer. So now we will move on to the question for Jinsy Thomas. This is it. Covaxin, Sputnik 5, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, and Priorix.
Covaxin.
Can you justify the answer?
Covaxin is other than the RNA vaccine. All others are depends on RNA. I didn't know the correct biology of the vaccine.
Okay. Anyway, it's not the right answer. Can anyone from the
One is from
audience?
India. Covaxin is from India, and all others are from outside countries.
Yeah, there is a more significant difference between these names, ma'am. We will move on to the audience. And you could not, your answers were not the intended ones, because there is a more significant difference. One of them is significantly different from others. Anyone from the audience?
Audience in the teams can now, yes. So there is a person named Karthi. So Karthi,
Yeah,
I'll
Karthi?
be enabling your microphone and camera. You can give the answer right now. 1 second. Karthi, you can right now speak. Karthi? Karthi, you can turn on your microphone and speak right now. I guess not. You must be having some issues with the network.
Okay. Anyway, anyone else? Or Vishnu Sridhar? Yeah, it's among the participants, right? Okay. So without regard to the scores intended, Vishnu, can you give the answer?
So Priorix. It's not a COVID vaccine.
Yeah, that's the right answer. Please note that it is not considered for scores. Priorix, except Priorix, all others are very new vaccines that are specifically designed to address COVID-19, where Priorix was a vaccine against measles, mumps, and rubella. It's an MMR vaccine, whereas others are all specifically addressing COVID-19 disease. Okay, now we will move on to the question for Shruti. Shruti, this is your question. Photosphere, the transition region, chromosphere, the corona, and biosphere.
Biosphere. All others
Justify
are
the selection.
atmospheric layers of sun, and biosphere is not related to sun. I think it's related to earth.
Yeah, biosphere is the virus is part of the earth where we think about things which have life, whereas all others belong to the sun. Okay, it's the right answer. Shruti scores full mark in this question. So now is the question for Vishnu. This is it. Ammonium sulfate, ammonium phosphate, ammonium nitrate, urea, and rhizobium.
Rhizobium, it's living.
Can you justify that?
It has a symbiotic relationship with plants, I think. Everything else is inorganic substance.
Yes, that's the right answer. Inorganic synthetic fertilizers, while rhizobium is a biofertilizer. So that concludes round 2. Are we in a position to move on to the next round, Gautam? Or is there any announcement of this analysis of the scores, right?
So I would like to announce the score for the first round. So first round, I believe Alok has won that round with 17.5 as his score. And I guess Aditya got 5. So that's it for the first round. And in the second round, it's a tie between 4 people actually. So Vishnu, Aditya, Krishna, Aditya Deshmukh, and Shruti each scored 10 marks each. So that's the current standings as of now.
Okay, right now we are not forced to make any tiebreakers, right? Or is it required right now, considering the round-wise scores?
I guess I can ask to Arun as well.
Yeah, no, we don't need it right now. We can move on to the next round and we'll declare the final result very soon. Towards the end we can discuss.
So we have, yes, okay. So we will move on to the next round. And this round will be direct questions in the reverse order from Vishnu to Aditya Krishnan. And this round is different from the round 2 in the sense that you will be asked to choose an area of your own from the choices, and questions will be 4 questions will be asked to the particular person in order. It will be somewhere like a rapid fire question. You won't be given much time to think about it. There will be 4 questions. The more questions you answer right, the more scores you can make. There won't be any negative marking. Okay, are we ready to go? So maybe it was announced as categories round. For a little bit of informality, I have just renamed the round as the choose your own weapon. So you can choose your own weapon in answering this round. So Vishnu, are you ready to see the categories?
Yes, sir.
So these are the categories we can offer. Vishnu, you can choose from any one of them. Once the categories chosen will not be available for the next person. That is why we have been sticking to the order. But anyway, you will be left. You are only 6. There are 8 categories available. So even the last person will be given left with choices. So Vishnu, can you choose one area from this?
All about numbers.
We have material science, plant biotechnology, nuclear reactors and nuclear energy, genetics, communication technology, paleontology and evolution, rockets, and all about numbers.
I choose all about numbers.
All about numbers. Very good. So you have chosen the question of numbers. We will move to the numbers. Your first question will be, shortest distance between 2 points is called?
Euclidean.
Magnetic distance, geodesic distance. That's a wrong answer. Which grows faster, factorial or exponential? That is, as n increases, which of the following is a bigger number, which becomes a bigger number? There are 4 options. E raised to n provided a greater than n raised to n factorial. Which one of them grows faster?
A greater than
You're running out of time.
N. B.
No, sorry, that's the wrong answer. Which of the following are the correct representations of Ramanujan-Hardy number?
Option B.
Option B. I'm afraid it's not the right answer. It's actually option A. The sum of interior angles of a regular hexagon is
720.
720 is the right answer. Yes, 720 is the right answer. Vishnu could answer this question. Right. Okay, your 4 questions you have exhausted the 4 questions of this round. We'll move on to the next category. Okay, now Shruti is getting her chance to select the category. Shruti, which one of this round will you need? Shruti, are you there? Or you're just thinking which weapon to choose?
The rocket.
Rocket. Okay, we'll move on to rockets. Okay, here are the questions. Liquid rocket propellants are hypergolic combinations, are non-hypergolic combination, need external ignition, have lesser specific impulse than solid rockets. Which one fits the liquid rocket propellant, the description of a liquid rocket propellant? Are they hypergolic or are they non-hypergolic, or do they need external ignition, have lesser specific impulse?
Sir, I think D.
Sorry, wrong answer. Vikas family of rocket engines developed by India in ISRO is a solid propellant engine, liquid propellant engine, solid liquid hybrid engine, or a cryogenic engine?
Sir, I think C.
You think it's a solid liquid hybrid engine?
Yes.
Sorry, it's a wrong answer. Now, constellation, this stellar constellation seen in the southern hemisphere that is featured in the country flags of Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Samoa, and Brazil. That constellation, which is that constellation? So Scorpius or Ursa Minor, Southern Crux, Carina, which one of them is featured in the flags, country flags of Australia, New Zealand, etc.? Running out of time?
Sir, I think C.
This is the right answer. It is all, if you look at that, all those countries belong to the southern hemisphere. Okay. Now, your fourth question. The DART is a NASA space mission aimed at testing a method of planetary defense against near-Earth objects. NEO, near-Earth objects. What is the expansion of DART?
Sir, I think A.
Double asteroid redirection test. A, did you say that?
Yes.
Yes, that's the right answer. So Shruti scores this question. So that's the end of 4 questions for Shruti. We'll move on to the next person, Jinsi. Jinsi, can you please choose a category?
Nuclear reactors and nuclear energy.
Nuclear reactors and nuclear energy. Your choice. So we'll move on to nuclear reactors. Okay, here's the first question. Which of these reactors use light water as a coolant? PHWR, BWR, LWGR, PWR. I won't expand them because the expansion will give out the answers.
PHWR.
Yes, PHWR, the pressurized heavy water reactor, do not use heavy water, they use light water as a coolant. Now, who demonstrated that most of the mass of an atom is located in its nucleus?
Rutherford.
Rutherford, that's the right answer. International Nuclear Event Scale is used to rate the severity of a nuclear disaster. It uses a logarithmic scale to rate the event from 0 to 7. Chernobyl nuclear disaster is one of the 2 disasters that has ever been rated 7. What is the other one?
Fukushima.
Fukushima is the right answer. Fukushima Daiichi nuclear reactor is the 2nd nuclear disaster to be rated 7. Okay, that's the right answer. What does a fast breeder reactor yield more compared to conventional reactors?
Plutonium-239.
Plutonium-239, that's the right answer. Jinsi Thomas has scored all the questions in this round. Very good. So we will move on to the next person. Alok, please choose your category.
Paleontology and evolution.
Paleontology and evolution. Yeah. Here is the first question from paleontology. Lucy, discovered in 1974 in Africa, is one of the most famous hominin fossils which was subjected to a lot of studies. Which hominin species did Lucy belong to?
C. Australopithecus afarensis.
Australopithecus afarensis is the right answer. Next question. Evolution can sometimes be unkind to species. There is a species which is not extinct in the Indonesian islands whose males grow tusks so long that it will penetrate its own skull, leading to its death. Name this unique species.
Sir, I think it's B. Megatherium.
It's not Megatherium. Next question. What is the name of that rare kind of evolution which happens when a species evolves more than once from the same ancestor but at two different times? What will you call that evolution?
Adaptive radiation, A.
Sorry, it's actually iterative evolution. Yeah. Fourth question. What do you call a fossilized poop? What is the fossil of a fecus of an extinct animal called?
A. Coprolateria.
Coprolateria. Correct answer. So Alok has scored this question. Now, Aditya Deshmukh, you can choose your category.
Communication technology.
Communication technology. Okay, communication technology. The first question. In November 16, 2021, which company announced a collaboration to bring the latest advancements in driver assistance technologies to BMW Group's next generation of advanced driver assistance systems and automated driving platforms? Which company announced it?
Option A, Intel.
No, it's not the right answer. Who coined the phrase the Internet of Things, IoT, to describe a network connecting objects in the physical world to the Internet? Who coined that
James
term?
Gosling, D.
Pardon? I didn't hear you.
Option D, James Gosling.
No, it's not the right answer. Antenna technology using 5th generation mobile communication system. Which one of them is this?
Option C, Massive MIMO.
Massive MIMO is the right answer. Aditya Deshmukh has scored this question. What is the full form of GIF?
Option D, Graphics Interchange Format.
Sorry, it's not the right full form. Now, Aditya Krishna, can you choose your category?
Genetics.
Genetics. Okay, first question. The X-ray diffraction data which proved DNA as the double helix model was generated by which scientist?
B, Linus Pauling.
Sorry. Okay, you may be having a better answer, but already you have answered one question.
23.
How many pairs of chromosomes do humans have? 23. That's the right answer. Which of the following is not part of the DNA strand?
Cysteine, C.
Cysteine is not part of the DNA strand. Right answer. How many copies of a gene do offsprings inherit from their parents?
1, E.
Sorry. We have exhausted this questions from genetics. Now round 3 is finished. Are we in a position to move to the final round, Gautam?
I think so, because right now they are calculating the marks.
Pardon? I didn't hear you properly.
No, sir.
Yeah,
Actually, they are calculating the marks. I think we can move on to the next round, and then towards
Yeah,
the
yeah.
end,
Then we move on. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Can someone brief? Because the next round is a bit different, and there will be nothing appearing on the screen. Can someone please brief the participants again how it is being scored?
Sure, sir. 1 minute. Hello, everyone. Hope you can hear me. Okay, in this round, we will not be displaying any question. Okay, here in this round, we will not be displaying any questions. This will be purely a hint type. Okay, you will be given 5 hints. Okay, if you answer in the first hint itself, you score 24 marks. Okay, 25 marks. And if you fail to answer in the first hint itself, and then you can move on to the next hint. And in the next hint, if you answer, you will score 20 marks. Got it? And likewise, it will be going on. And if you fail in a second clue, also you are not able to answer, then we will be moving to the third clue, which will be given to you. And if you answer in the third clue, you will score 15 marks. That's the way. If you have any doubt, you can ask.
What if you get it wrong on a first or second tries? Do you still get the next clues?
Yeah, if you failed the first clue, then you'll be moved to the second clue, and then the second clue also you fail, then we'll be moved to the third clue. Is that the question you asked?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Anyone else having any doubt? No, I think.
Okay, I think we are ready to go, right? Okay.
Yes, and also you can stop sharing. So.
Yeah. Okay, so this round we will be moving from Aditya Krishnan to Vishnu. Aditya Krishnan, so there will be nothing on your screen to look at, so be very careful to the description. Your first clue: this was an accidental invention by an American scientist working at Raytheon, who was a contractor for the US Department of Defense. This is the first clue.
Is it cosmic microwave background radiation?
No. Moving on to the next clue. He later patented his invention and called it radar range.
Radar?
No. Your third clue. The name of the person behind this invention was Percy Spencer. You need the next clue now, or you want to try?
Yeah.
Okay, so we will move on to the next. Okay, you want to answer that?
No, next clue, please.
Okay. Next clue is: this invention was born when he noted that chocolate in his pocket was melting while working with this radar equipment.
GPS?
No. The last clue is: it is not advisable to put steel inside this. You use this.
MRI? Magnetic?
Sorry. It's not MRI. It was a very common equipment nowadays. It's called a microwave oven. Okay, Aditya Krishnan. Let's move on to Aditya Deshmukh now. Aditya Deshmukh, are you ready to hear the clues?
Yes.
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 Okay. The question is, this is a number. Okay, you need to specify which number is this. Einstein shares his birthday with the day that is in commemoration of this number.
Next clue, please.
The next clue is Finalists is a style of writing based on this number.
Next clue, please.
The double of this number is called tau. When you multiply this number by 2, it gives tau. Some mathematicians believe tau is more intuitive than this number in question.
Next clue, please.
Computing its digits is also used as a stress test for computers.
Next clue, please.
Next clue is actually a verse from Bible. Verse 1, Kings 7:23. It says, he made a sea of the cast metal, circular in shape, measuring 10 cubits from rim to rim and 5 cubits high. It took a line of 30 cubits to measure around it.
I don't know.
Yeah, you should have guessed it from the reference to circular. It's pi. Okay. Actually, pi is the ratio of perimeter of a circle to its diameter. Okay. But we often say radius. So if you divide 2 pi r by 2r, you get pi. If you divide it by r, you get 2 pi. Okay. So those are the references given. Okay. Now, Alok, are you ready to hear the clues?
Yes.
Okay. The gestation period of this animal is almost 22 months.
Elephants.
Yes. Alok could answer this question from the first clue. Very good. It's elephant. Is there anyone who is interested in hearing the next clues? Okay, so I perceive that you're eager to go to the next question. Okay, so this is the question to Jency Thomas. These are the clues about a person, a woman. She's the author of the first ever book about homosexuality, titled The World of Homosexuals in India. First person to write a book about homosexuality in India.
Nalini.
No, sorry. She's the author of Astrology for You, Puzzles to Puzzle You, Super Memory, and also a crime thriller, Perfect Murder.
Shakuntala Devi.
Shakuntala Devi is the right answer. So we could get the answer on the second clue. Okay, good. Now we will move on to the fifth participant, Shruti. Shruti, are you ready to hear the clues?
Yes, sir.
So I will describe an animal. The name of this animal in Malay language, that word translates to person of the forest. Malay language, the name of this animal translates to person of the forest.
Tiger.
No. Second clue is their arms are 1.5 times longer than their legs. Arms are 1.5 times longer than their legs.
Giraffe.
No, we are talking about arms. Third clue, they make their own nests. N-E-S-T, nest. They make their own nests. Okay, no guess. Move on to the next clue, right? Okay, next clue. They are males. Okay, males can be attracted to human females with red hair. There are evidences showing or indications that the males among these animals are attracted to human females with red hair. Isn't it a funny description? Anyway, Shruti do not have red hair anyway. So we will move on to the last clue, right? They are members of the old world monkey category. They are members of the old world monkey category. There are old world monkeys and new world monkeys. No, chimpanzees do not fit in the description. Actually, these are orangutans. Okay, so Shruti has exhausted the choices. Now, Vishnu, are you ready to get the question? So this will be the last question of the quiz, last question of the last round. Okay, Vishnu, ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Here are the clues. You need to identify the element which I am trying to describe. It is sometimes found alongside natural gas in the Earth's crust. This is an element which is found alongside natural gas in Earth's crust.
Gold.
Sorry. Next clue. It was the first element to be discovered elsewhere in outer space before it was even discovered in Earth.
Helium.
Helium is the right answer. So Vishnu has found the element from the second clue itself. So I believe this concludes the quiz competition, and I congratulate all of you for your spirit in participating this. I hope you could get something new out of this competition. And meanwhile, the scorers are all busy while reaching a judgment or assessment on whom to be declared a winner. I would like to congratulate each and every person behind Shasthra Snehi group for conducting of an event with such precision. And maybe I was introduced with very nice words to you. As a person who has been introduced in way, I am very careful not to be getting false credits for the things being done here. All these questions that I have presented to you were actually meticulously formulated and reformulated by the Shasthra Snehi team. I am just a person who has just landed on the spot on here, and I do not claim credits for the work, the effort that has been put behind this, and I personally congratulate each and every one of them behind this. I just wanted to tell you that you may not be aware of the effort being put into this. I congratulate each and every one of them. And I wanted to remind the participants that this is not at all a kind of competition where the best person comes out of the lot. No, this is just a matter of coincidences. What you have, what you know, what I know, what the persons who have compiled these questions have come upon, what they know, and there is a lot of chances involved. You should get the right question at the right round, then only you can score. So having a very high score doesn't qualify you above others, or having a very low score doesn't make you inferior to anyone else. So the purpose of all these kind of activities is to just share knowledge among us. So just humans enjoy competitions. So just for the spirit of competition, we made it in the form of a quiz competition. That's all. So there is no assessment of people here. It's just a sharing of knowledge involved. I hope every one of you accepts and acknowledges the spirit. Now, Gautam, are we ready for the results?
Right, so thank you for those rather kind words. Second, sir. So right now with me, I have the results of fourth and the third and the fourth round. I'll just mention that as well. Okay, so A moment,
Gautam,
please.
can you start it from the first round itself? I mean, we can skip the
Okay,
second
the
and
beginning.
we'll decide the winner of the second later.
All right, fine. So I will start with the first round. Let me see. So as mentioned before, I hope I'm audible. As mentioned before, the first round, Alok was leading with 17.5 marks and Aditya scored 5. And then we have the third round because we are skipping the second round for now. Third round, Jinsi Thomas is leading with 40. Alok scored 20. Vishnu Sridhar scored 10. Aditya Krishna scored 20. Aditya Deshmukh scored 10. And Shruti scored 20. I mean, I hope that's clear for everyone. And the fourth one is again being led by Alok. He scored 25. Vishnu and Jinsi scored 20 each. So that's the current standing now. Regarding the second round, I think Arun can talk more about that.
Yeah, yes. If you want, we can go for a backup question, or we have a for backup question, or else we have another plan that we will we will calculate the score and we'll take the we'll sit on it and we'll declare the winners list tomorrow by YouTube channel or by the website. And we'll declare the marks also, or whatever you want. If you want the backup question for a tiebreak question, what do you think? Sir, do you think it is required right now?
Yeah, personally, I don't, as I have already told, this is not at all an assessment of people. So I will leave it to you. If you want that tie to be broken, we will break that.
No, I got it, sir. Yeah, that's the same thing what we are looking for. So no problem. So this is the current scoring. So we can we'll declare the winners of every event and we'll publish it through our website tomorrow, and we'll send everyone the certificates and the prize money very soon. We'll contact you personally also. And towards the next, Gautam will declare the winners of our previous Science Week events, and we'll hand out. Gautam, you can continue.
You're mute, Gautam.
I'm sorry. So I think I should invite, right? As of now, our team. So if I'm audible. Oh, I am audible, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
you are just having some broken parts somewhere. So now you are audible. Anyway.
all right, good. As you know, we had this entire Science Week as a collaboration between Shasthra Snehi, AASTRO Kerala, and Zeroing In. So we had a couple of other competition as well, and one of the competition was done by Zeroing In. So to declare the winner of that particular competition, I would like to invite Pranav, if he is available. Arun, can you just check, or should I do the honors?
Yeah, I will make him the presenter. Pranav is here, I think.
Yes. See you.
Hello, Pranav. Can you hear? Can you turn on your camera, Mike? You can speak right now.
Yeah, I hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm Pranav from the Zeroing In team. I'm here to declare the results of the science, comic and artwork competition, which we held on our page in collaboration with Shasthra Snehi. So before I give away the results, I would like to give a little background about what Zeroing In is all about. So basically, we are a completely student-run and student-handled science podcast. Our main aim is to bridge the gap between the very eminent researchers of our country and the students who I'm sure are very enthusiastic to learn about the progress that is happening in India and other places about science. We have hosted podcasts with many eminent personalities, both from India as well as outside. So you can definitely check out our podcasts on the various streaming platforms. So now, without any further ado, I would like to declare the results of the science artwork and comic competition. So the prize, we did a lot of deliberation, and it was eventually decided that in this competition as well, we have come across a tie between two participants. So the winners are Nidhi V. Murthy for her artwork, which was titled Gut Biodome. Gut Microbiome, and also Digvijay Kumar for his comic titled Too Cold Atom Lab. So hearty congratulations to the winners from our side, and I'm sure you'll be hearing from us soon. That's it, signing off. Thank you.
Hello, Gautam.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you can continue. Thank you, Pranav.
I think I'm facing some network issues. Can anyone check?
Yeah, it's perfect right now. We can hear you. Is that audible right now?
Yeah, okay, fine. Then I'll move on to the declaration of the other competition winners, done with the collaboration of AASTRO as well. So we had other competition as well, and there was a photography competition, and the winner for that one is Abhinav PV from Malappuram, and he won rupees of 1,000 rupees as a prize. I still hope I am audible to everyone. And the mini video competition, the winner of rupees will get the 1,000 rupees as prize will be Ansi Anna Korean. So these are the winners of the other competition that has been held. And as mentioned by Arun before, all the certificates for the winners as well as the participation certificates will be provided via mail by today or tomorrow at least. So I think this is a good time to end our quiz competition and end our science week as a whole. So I think I should go on to my word of thanks, if that's okay for you, Varun.
Yes, Gautam.
Arun.
Can proceed.
Yeah.
If the participants want to share a comment, anything,
yeah,
I think they should be
yes, more than
given a
welcome.
chance.
Yeah.
Anyone of you want to comment on anything, please?
Very well organized, and it was a nice initiative for all age groups participating in the quiz and the other events. It was a really good initiative. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone to answer? Yeah, then we can move on.
Okay, then I will just move on to my final duty of this particular event, the word of thanks. So here goes. So as we come to the end of today's quiz show, I am pretty sure that you all had a wonderful time taking part in the event and gained a lot of knowledge in a short span. Well, first of all, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. Vaisakhan Thampi for spending his valuable time with us, moderating the event and carrying the quiz show in a very interesting manner. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining with us today. I also take this opportunity to thank all the 6 participants of the quiz show who took their time out and had provided their knowledge through their active participation of this event. I also thank our collaborators, AASTRO Kerala and Zeroing In, for their support in coordinating all the events of the Science Week. I also extend my sincere thanks to the coordinators of this quiz show, Vivek, Sribala, Atira, Anurag, Adarsh, Pranav Raj, Devi Priya, and Saud for their immense effort and kind support, both for the prelims and for the finals. Finally, I extend my gratitude to all the audience for their patience, listening, and kind participation. With this, we come to the end of the Science Week event, and we hope to see you all soon with our other upcoming events. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for joining and participating. Yeah, it's such a great event, and I'm getting a good review from and audience also. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for joining us today. It was such a wonderful session. The way you dealt was also very interesting. Thank you, Vaisakhan Thampi, sir, for joining us today. And yeah, we can conclude the event. Thank you all.
Thank you. I'm ending the stream now.